the one that faced Omega Zero during Shanghai in semifinals, and that showed an amazing Yi performance. But apparently, I will have to cut it there because we are going into that game, and I don't even have time to say what I want to see. It's Renata, by the way, and we are going into the Draven game. Not
Yeah.
Draven. Draven.
Draven.
That's the line from League of Legends.
Oh!
Well, oh yeah, I don't
yourself.
have to. Oh, I called it. Yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Underground Baroness. I don't have the stream. I'm late compared to you. I need the link. I'm on the stream so that I had the chat. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Renata, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy.
Do I see a tiny hand? No, I see a wife. Hello, wife. No, everything's fine.
And chat, did anyone watch Arcane here? I'm curious because not seeing Renata to me was crazy. I know that she will be there to replace Silco, but
well, that's what she is. She in terms of like the actual game lore, but I think it's because she comes to power a lot later on than when Arcane is set, because Arcane is now essentially like day one of League lore. I don't know what they've done.
I mean, not exactly. It would not make sense because the one of League lore would be the creation of the universe with the workers. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's way before she appears. Arcane is way before she appears. You're right.
Yeah.
And
but
we
I'm looking forward to
will
this. Let's get onto it. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing what it can do. I'm hoping this is going to be more the token heavy build that just forces onto a Draven and Draven can't fight back. But we'll see if it's more of the prison build that Victor's been using.
Yeah, and we have Zone's Warren for Renata, which it's the Miracle Draven.
Uh-oh.
Also, a Draven is on Zone's Warren, and she is on
Arena's greatest.
The Arena's greatest, yeah, probably.
He wants to just fight, and go.
Yeah.
So I presume her plan is just to get as many small things out as quick as possible and then just flood the field.
Yeah, and because of this, you get your Legends ability earlier that turns gold token into mana as well. And he seems pretty happy with his hand. We saw on
the week. So we got some draw power go.
Yeah. And so guys, we talked so much about the Miracle Draven, and some people did not know what it would look like. Well, you're about to see it now.
So how do you feel about the Renatas? I quite like the blue Renata because obviously it's the whole get to a battlefield, shovel your runes into getting extra points. You can use Heimerdinger to cheat it out as well into the base. I quite like the yellow Renata because it's the whole tokens coming readied.
Yeah, I really like the blue Renata. The abilities that it has can close the game, and I think it's what Renata lacks otherwise.
So we see the merchant come down on the side of the Draven, going straight over to the Renata. Renata's just going to throw down the Stupefy to get the draw out. And then a cull. Okay, yeah, taking it off the play.
Yeah, so that you don't get a late on points, especially with the Arena's greatest. You don't want to lose any potential lead. Draven already having two drops that hurt.
The travel merchant. All right, then. So we are just going to force out the field.
Yeah.
So we do here though. Oh no, passing straight back. Oh, it's not looking good for
them. The end is actually terrible. So he was not happy actually with the hand. I completely misread his face.
So I thought he had something good in hand, but no, it seems like the first turn play was only play.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing it right now, but we're playing an Arena's greatest and nobody took the first point.
Yep. Point one over to Draven. Move the treasure hunter over in a second, get a treasure and get yourself the second point.
Yeah. And now, right now, they're going to realize that um, they
Didn't score.
both forgot. Look at that. He's saying, "Oh no, oh no," and uh,
Maybe that was the Renata's plan all along. If I don't remind them, we all stay at 0.
oh, you think they agreed on that?
Maybe.
Why would that make sense if he plays the battlefield?
They forgot as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's the option. Yeah.
So kill the
And
treasure
he
hunter.
chose to use Wages of Pain on the treasure hunter and not the merchant, probably because he wanted to deny all these golds that are critical into that matchup. But oh, he's got 2
Yes.
Ezreal, and oh, that hurts because usually you want both of them. So of course he will pick an Ezreal, but having to play without the seals is so much harder for Miracle Draven. Because you are recycling so much every turn with the cold shot and the Ezreal and the Raza later on.
Yeah, I mean, luckily in this situation, they are sort of on the play themselves. They're a little bit ahead. They can take a turn off maybe to sort of stabilize themselves. But currently, it's pretty stable. Especially when you
Yeah,
discard a trap and just draw 3 cards.
yeah. This combo, the Draven and Scrap Heap, is insane. Being able to draw 3 cards just like that is, yeah, there's no word for that. It's crazy.
Okay, we need to get ourselves a unit here now. Something, come on.
Yeah, and
Ornn.
on will be developed. A
Wasn't
really
expecting to see
slow
Ornn.
play. Weirdly enough, now the fact that they both forgot tends to help Renata, who's playing the battlefield, because she's playing way slower than Miracle Draven. Do you think on is a big problem for Draven overall?
I would say no, but it is a big boy. Deflect 2 is obviously just annoying for most decks. They don't want to be spending the ruins just to be able to target something. As far as I'm aware, the gear for where is that? The gold tokens are classed as gear, right?
Yep, exactly.
So
You
all
benefit.
get beat
That's
for the
why you
all
play
gold.
it, because Renata generates so much gold tokens usually, and on beneficiates from that. So it goes quickly up to insane numbers. You
So
don't
it's really
have
5.
you don't have Svelzonger to go with it, which is usually the tech in the own deck. And interestingly enough, this Miracle Draven is running the more cheesy Nocturne version. What do you think about that card into the deck?
I generally like Nocturne in any deck that's searching through the top 3 cards of the deck or top X cards of the deck, and you have to choose because he's always just going to be a free body. I think it's pretty good if it's an inclusion in a deck that you can put it into without forcing out anything more important. But like you said, Miracle Draven is just how cheap can I make the cards fall onto the field? And 3 is pretty cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with all these seals. Of course, he's going to pick up Cold Shot from the deck with this stack deck, because the ability to draw 2 for literally 0 because you tapped you tap the seal and then Ezreal just repeat it for free. That's
Well, there's the battle
this
ramp.
combo is what makes this deck so strong. Oh, and a Teemo there. That we don't
Don't look
see
at
a
the team.
lot.
Don't look at the team. I look at the battling ram.
Yeah. Of course. He already played those 4 cards, so he will probably pick the battering ram, but I'm just not used to seeing
That's
that
it.
deck. And another battering ram. Good job. GG. It's over.
All right, it's spent 2. Let's drop 2 big beasts.
He's going to play both 5 my units for nothing. And
So drop 1
from
each
there,
battle. So make yourself
it's
big.
only
Yeah.
downhill. Yeah, I mean, Renata had a slow start, and now that's just the final nail in the coffin.
So yeah, Miracle Draven is making miracles.
Yeah. And we talked about it last time. Do you know where this miracle word comes from? 'Cause we had a bit of like uh, lore history for that name, and I really liked it.
No, I didn't hear where the origins for Miracle came from.
Yeah, so at first that's what I thought because I played Hearthstone. There was this deck called Miracle Rogue who draw insane numbers and have a lot of big units on the board in one turn. But apparently it comes from an even older Magic deck, which this one I have no idea about. If someone in chat knows it and can remind us, that would be amazing. But yeah, that shows that I love this idea that those words are just used again through different uh, uh, decks and
Regeneration.
different games.
So you're going to play 2 of the Battling Ram down onto the Warrens, so get yourself just a big, massive board to sort of hold
Yeah,
that
that
down.
10 might, and still have 4 runes up because you paid them only one for only one. That's GG.
So unfortunately, Renata didn't get themselves a very good hand, it seems, and there's obviously not just drawn to anything better themselves. But it's unfortunate, but we can always go to game 2, see something a little bit more fight backy.
Yeah. Do you think you could at this point it's reasonable to just surrender and say go next so that you don't waste any time?
I don't know how prevalent Miracle Draven is in China. Obviously, we know it came kind of out Bologna. So I'm not really sure if like he's seen this matchup before, or maybe he wants to see like the deck a bit more dug through, so he knows okay what I'm looking at, what can I sideboard into, what's going to keep me going.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah.
Because Draven's obviously very popular, but is Miracle Draven popular in China?
It wasn't last week, that's for sure, because we didn't see it. I mean, it wasn't that popular, but that's what I said. It really got popular with its Bologna performance, and
Oh,
it was only
double
2
horn.
weeks ago. Double on, yeah. But Draven is already 3 points ahead. You will need to conquer something else at one point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is an
So,
off turn now for Draven. He's not really going to be pushing into the Regions Greatest this turn, at least. So that way they have a turn to sort of heal back, sit back on themselves. Cleaning the other battlefield might be the issue. What could we use here? Maybe a Singularity to get rid of one of the Battling Rams, as the other one is now a 7.
yeah. But yeah, you could get rid of that Oraza that just appeared also.
Chunky.
And of course, he will just stack that battlefield now that he's ahead. Why would I? Why would I even care about?
That's it. Just gonna hold it for another 4 turns.
Yeah, exactly. And Renata does not even have a lot of gold tokens right now, so it's not like you could use your champion ability 2-3 times a row and catch up. It's kind of too late, and he's laughing a lot from that apparently.
It's just like, God, what do I do? Yeah.
Oh, did they just? No, I think he pointed the battlefield. I think they just realized what happened. And he's retreating the Ram. He's switching everything.
Yeah, I think he's gonna just put him into Regions of Greatest next turn and just try and get rid of the Orns.
Yeah, or at least one of them, trying to dwindle down that big might.
So Renata now has to essentially make some gears, get some tokens going, get rid of the board somehow. So I think it's gonna happen. We didn't get a gold though.
He will now tap Renata, get that gold. And see, you tap Renata for a gold, and you tap Draven for a draw. Insane. I
do think Renata's the first proper support champion as well. Well, legend we've got, so maybe 2 versus 2 might become more of a thing in the future when we get more support champions.
Oh, you mean 2v2?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I really don't know a lot of 2v2. We talk about it sometimes with Plus, but we are always like, oh, we are so clueless about that. Um, maybe you're right. That could be something. I don't know.
As
I'm
it
really
says on her
curious.
thing, if you or an ally hold the area, you get your
Yeah,
gold tokens. So for me, it's
yeah,
she's just the one to get all the kill spells. Your other player is the one who's getting all the hold.
yeah. Actually, you're right. That could be something. I'm just curious because uh, Renat, yeah. It's more like my point is when would we see 2v2? I think Rebound competitive will be mostly 1v1,
I
but
think so.
maybe in the
It's like
future with some tournaments. Yeah,
looking for get some gold going.
yeah. Here we go. That's what you would have liked to seen like 3-4 turns ago.
Hmm.
But I mean, the card trap is here now, and Draven, of course, choosing to not have gold token because for people who don't know card trap, you play a gold token, and if your opponent chooses to get a gold token himself, um, and to
So you
it's
don't
every
have
single opponent,
eight
you get
powered.
another one.
Although we do have a
Sorry, what
hidden
were you
card here. Is this going to be? Or it could be a face breaker. Could be a book to draw. Could be Wages of Pain again.
Yeah, uh, a lot of possibilities. You're right.
It played.
Hidden Blade would be good with those. I mean, 5 mites is a lot to remove, of course. Now he's probably
See,
going to develop Renata next turn, right?
hopefully, let's see what's going on now.
So at
So
one
we've got a
point you have
rebuke,
to start
a
choosing.
spin axes, we've got a fight or flight. So we've got some good stuff here. We've got some good movement abilities for the Draven.
Yeah,
So unfortunately, we haven't seen the hand of Renata for a while, so we don't know what she's currently dealing with.
we haven't seen it at all from the whole game. We've realized that it was really bad at the beginning, from the no turn 1, no turn 2.
So yeah, I do wonder what this list is playing. The lists I've been looking at have mostly been playing more of like a token rush version.
Yeah,
So and the board is just flooded with little bodies, and then you just do Emperor's, not Emperor, sorry, Imperial Decree. So it's just a lot of whatever hits you just kills you.
yep. He's trying to do the math and see if he can conquer actually.
So currently they're 7 Orns, that's 14, 13 from the card. So that is 17 plus a hidden card. Rebuker can get rid of one of the Orns.
Yeah, I'm curious. Wouldn't have been easier to a Raza in base and that Ram with uh, the the last right on the battlefield, so you could activate the last shrine every single turn.
I think that probably would have been a smart play, but I think right now they're just happy that they can just have 30 might on a battlefield and just not really think about it.
Yeah, yeah, he's going to elect to exactly switch those two so that you can have the holding effect. The judge call.
Asking for the token. There you go. Once again, another gold. So now we have 8 powered Orns and another, or possibly 2 Killing Blades. Hidden Blades, there we go. So it's not too bad. Something on the reaction there.
Yeah, let's see what she can do. How can
So
she
we've seen
catch up? She's got the Renata. She's got potential time warps. But she's still far from those 5 points that can have her use the time warps for nothing and have some insane turns. Now she would retreat both odds.
Oh, we have a time warp.
So that's why, yeah, makes a lot of sense.
So make it a
But I would,
gold.
yeah.
At 9 each. Walk into the Zorn Warrens, maybe.
Yeah, and Draven did
9.
not particularly play around this time warp. He's completely tapped out. Now she's free to do whatever she wants perfectly. I mean, not perfectly, but quite safely. We know that the hidden card from Draven is a switcheroo, which will be super effective against this Horn. This being said, he will have to pay the deflect too.
Just trying to think really what's going to happen, because if we could see Renata's hand camera guy, you know, that'd be really helpful.
Yeah, this being said, it's always face down on the table, so not easy for them.
No. So yeah, there's 5 cards in hand, I think. 2 of them are hidden blades. 4 cards in hand?
Yeah. Those two hidden blades can do so much work trying to conquer the battlefield. Is that Echo?
It might be an Echo.
What?
So I thought it was a Watcher.
Oh, Watcher
It could
would
be
go
an
a long way. But I thought it was Echo. My bad.
Could be Echo. So we're swinging in with 9 power orange 9-2, so 18 damage. Got 2 killing hidden blades. Switcheroo first, maybe, and then you just do the hidden blade.
Yeah. So of course it's going to retreat on, and most likely use the switcheroo on another one. No, he's going to wait because he's got more might right now. He doesn't have to.
Yeah. Got
hurry.
7, 11, 15, 16 versus 9, yeah.
He's going to use all of his runes. But if it was a watch, wouldn't it have been used earlier?
So it could be an Echo.
So if you hidden blade the ram, you
That's the plan.
go. Your opponent goes
9.
down to 9 and you trade.
Oh, yeah.
There's still the switcheroo. That is an issue, of course, but you can probably play around it at one point.
So I think something in the hand that they can use to play into this. No, they don't. Right, draw you 2 cards.
Now you will use the switcheroo probably and swap that 1 might with the 9 from the on, and
There you go.
from there.
That face.
I love how there's no poker face whatsoever from that player. It's so expressive. I love it. I love expressive player. It's so funny to see.
It's like, oh, look what he's done to me.
Yeah.
But you are right, they are down to just 2 ruins. On the playback, they'll go back to 4, but still, that's not a lot of ruins. But again, their board is pretty built up at the moment.
Yeah, you don't care much about that. It's more that when you are going to receive another threat again, you will be down to no runes. But from there, right now you will hold to 6, and it will be easy to get the other battlefield. So that
worth going to Killing Blade your own Ornn and then just drawing 2.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good option, but
Because it's dying either way, so. Nope, just gonna leave the hidden blade for later. That's perfectly fine. Still a good play. So we got
In a really
6
tough position.
years, but he's not too.
Draven will go 3.
This is 4 on the board.
He's got Shen. Shen can do some work, and yeah, it was an echo that we saw. I have the keen eye. Yeah, I still wonder if like surrendering is not an option, because Draven is not playing fast, and you're losing so much time.
It's also just good to get the matchup knowledge as well. So just trying to see what your deck can do against Miracle Draven might also be worth them just spending 20 minutes on it.
Yeah, I hope it does not come down to time though, because else might have some regrets about that.
Is that a hidden card? Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, cool chat. Okay. What are we going to search
That
for?
will be, of course, repeated for free. With 2 Ezreal, that's just overkill at this point.
We go to the seals.
I really don't see.
Start deck. Okay. What are we looking
Draven
for?
is going to come.
Yeah, just
Draven
get
is
rid
going
of
to. Sorry, go.
I was thinking, bottom deck of the rune they've just tapped already. Play out another seals. 3 seals available from then, and then they're just ready to go. But again, they're already set up. They're ready just to hold for 2 more turns.
Yeah. The board is insane already. And that's why, like, I don't see how Renata can win this. Is going to conquer to stack the other battlefield, and there's no way that she can retake both at this point.
It's kind of down to the Draven now just to sort of misplay themselves. You meant to be able to look at the cards of your opponent?
No, that's yeah, maybe. I think he doesn't have to. Maybe he just doesn't care at this point.
Okay. Ooh, hostile takeover.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get to see. So, chat, for those who don't know, hostile takeover is a crazy card because it's 5 and 2 power cost, but it can be hidden. So basically, that's the highest cost hidden card possible. And
Yeah, take control of an enemy unit at a battlefield, ready it, start off a combat if other enemies are there, otherwise can conquer it. Lose control of that unit and recall it at the end of turn. So,
exactly. And now that might make it a bit harder for Draven to retake, but I think I saw fight or flight, so
I say they've got a rebuke still in hand, haven't they?
and good thing from chat. Doesn't the equipment detach that? I don't know.
So the judges haven't said anything, so I don't know if it's just you take the card as it is.
Yeah, apparently.
So if
Maybe
it's
people
attached, you
just
can
don't
keep
know the rules.
maybe. Let me look at your trash. So I presume looking for fight or flight, there's one there. Yeah, looking for fight or flights. So yeah, he's got a Rebuke, he's got a Fight or Flight.
Yeah. He went with everything on the board except for one Ezreal, which I think is fairly good play.
I think it was just in case. What does he have in his hand? Because he's still got 2 open in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is Hidden Blade. And like if you account for Hidden Blade Rasa, that's still 10 might, and that's 5/6. That's just over Nocturne and the card shop.
There you go, conquering that. Go to 7. Obviously, they didn't take their first turn, each get an extra point, so this is going to 8 still.
Yeah, and I would go to 8 anyway, but they would have only 7 to score. But yeah, just like you said, Draven would have won right now if he had taken his point.
Cool shot back again. I feel like it's the 4th one, but I'm sure it's not.
And chat, we are already halfway through this best of 3, so
So that's the 5th cool shot in hand now, I think. Miracle Draven just recycling these cards back into the deck and just getting to go, go, go.
go, go, go.
I think he's asking where's it come from, but last right is just recycle 2, isn't it? It's not units, is it?
No, I think it's 2. It's just 2, and you whatever you want.
That's right, yeah. To equip it, recycle 2 cards from your trash. Yeah, so yeah, you just put your cool shots to the bottom.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And he already went through this whole deck.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's Miracle Draven for you, chat. If you didn't know what it does, it's like recycle everything and all of your cards cost 1 or 2, so you don't even care.
You thought you had 39 cards. Well, Miracle Draven has 72 cards.
Yeah, that's pretty well summed up.
So he's trying to figure out how big Ornn is. Ornn is going to be 11 next turn? No, 10 next turn. And there is 16 might on the field.
Yep, and we didn't see any other gear except from those gold tokens, which is already...
So a Singularity would be great right now. Just get rid of those 2 battle rams.
Yeah, and you've got this Accelerate Echo. He completely retreated from the other battlefield. So actually, Renata might have a shot at
Looks to be
taking.
fine. Was that a Watcher? No, it probably wasn't a Watcher. He does have 8 though. 9. So you could go Watcher, Accelerate.
Yes, so you got Echo Shen. You would like to keep enough runes to play Shen next turn.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you can't just hold it. If they hold, they win next turn. You've got to get rid of that battlefield.
Yeah, definitely.
Stupefy. Ah, okay.
Alright, so Stupefy, Echo, Eden Blade, and Shen in N. That would be 5, 6.
Move out for 9. Stupefy. Give anything just -1. Get a
Yeah,
draw.
so you've got Stupefy, Eden Blade, and Echo that can be played. So no Shen, I guess. This being said, now, oh no, because you got the
Because you can kill it, right?
Renata ability. Oh, Echo will just be played on
Yeah, there you go.
the other.
Kill your Echo, get your runes back. Draw
Okay,
2.
bad. He's
You can
fishing
rebuke
for
back that hand, though.
probably, as you said, Singularity or Watcher.
So if you rebuke it, right, you can... No, he's going to let it go through, okay.
He can't rebuke it.
Those action speed, yeah. Face Breaker, very good. So Echo goes back to the trash. Got our runes back. Super fine, get another draw. Got a Patty Porro. That's not really going to help too much.
Definitely not.
Good old party. Let's see. Besides, obviously, some kill spells, they're a bit stuck right now.
Is there another face breaker? Both armor will not help either. And the Brooker is still definitely not a card here.
No. Unfortunately, it was an early turn card that just didn't turn up early enough.
Yeah, he keeps fishing, but I think he's all out of options there. Look how he's not using the gold because he wants to end another the face breaker that won't do anything. And a Poro. And now all of these turn 2 drops, and he's going to concede probably soon because yeah.
So no, I just want to find this singularity. I'm just going to keep digging there.
He got pranked by his deck, which is saying, nope, you won't win this one. And he's laughing so much at that. I love that kind of fair play where you lose completely and you're just like, heh, tough one.
It's the roll of the dice, right? Oh, it's good again.
Yeah. Fishing for a card that, like,
We're down to a 5 power Ord now, unfortunately.
yeah.
It
It's
just
not
gets
coming back from this.
wages.
You can't
Wages
use
of pain.
because you
which
don't
could
have
kill.
singularity. Yeah, no.
We do have 4 ruins up though.
And now we can only hope to get a draw because there's no way they're going to game 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Note that this Renata is in 3-0, which
Oh.
is already quite a good placement. I could check, but I don't remember. Oh, okay. Hostile takeover will be played. Oh, is it the way?
It's going to help.
There's still a fight or flight in end, right?
Yeah, Fight or Flight and you just in case for next turn. So they've got... Oh, hello. So it's still 10 to 10 power though.
Yeah, I mean, that would be enough to remove everything. So
That's it. It's the battlefield. That's what you want.
stay in this. But
I think you just have to survive with Renata on the following turn. You've got the Hidden Blade still.
yeah, so wait, because you probably elect to fight or flight or rebuke the ram. No, it's going to trade. He's going to take the trade. He's confident that he can.
Why'd you give me this back? Well, I don't keep the card.
What?
He looked very confused when he passed him back his card.
Oh yeah, because it died, so it goes back to the owner.
And so he just looked very confused, like, why is it mine? It's like, it's your card. So we have hard bargain in hand. I think we should hide the hidden blade. Should still be in hand, right?
Yeah, but you won't use that gold token to hide it.
Or the wages of pain, because that way you can either get rid of the treasure hunt, or you could get the Ezreal down.
Yeah, and you still have enough for the hidden blades. So actually, that's probably the wages of pain.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I take it all back. Renata, you're doing fantastic. Keep it up.
Yeah, exactly. If she clutches that, I will just be all right. I retake everything that I said. Never surrender, never give up. I'm sorry. I deeply apologize to you.
42-minute round one. Don't worry.
And she's playing brilliantly, honestly.
Oh.
She did get energy for the gold she sacked. She was using energy. She used them to draw and to do the hostile takeover. The gold were also used for energy, chat. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, the first ability of Renata is just as much as you've got, you can just keep doing it. So it's 1 power, 1 energy, draw 1 card.
They did, and they rewind. They until at the beginning, until the turn. So now he's going with on alone.
I mean, that works too. Don't know how we're doing this. So your wages of pains, the Nocturne to kill it. Now we have 12 into 5. No, 12 into 6. So you're still just going to do a battling ram. Now we have shield.
No, that's just to get a gear on. But is it?
There's
oh, is it
7.
quick draw? Okay, it's quick draw. I didn't.
I think it's for tanking, right? So it only gives you defensive stats, not aggressive stats.
No, it's just to give +1 to all.
Yeah. So shield. Yes, it is shield tools, right? Yes. Yes. Just give him 7. So that means he can take out a Fishman and a battling ram, and then you just hostile take for the other one to score a point.
I mean, then you would have used it earlier, no? So that now it's weird because then his opponent is going to get the point, the holding point after.
He's got killing blade still.
Okay, he's got hidden blade, so that it shows a completely different line.
So I still think the one before was the correct one because it would have put him in a better position. Although Draven is now drawing down to, if we can draw Draven.
Yeah.
Because you can't hard bargain. No, you can't repeat it, so you can still cover the cost.
Yeah, but wouldn't because the hostile takeover didn't he have a way to?
There you go. So that gets the point.
Take over the board, and then you would still have on the board, and that would be better anyway. I don't know.
Personally, what I would have done is I would have hostile take over the 1 battling ram, crashed it into the other battling ram, then use Wages of Pain on Nocturne to kill it, pushed out Ornn. Ornn takes the battlefield, and then next turn, when your opponent tries to take a battlefield, you hidden blade something, make them draw from an empty, and then you go to 7, and then you're holding on either one of the field.
And then you hold one of the battlefield and you win.
Yeah, that's my opinion anyway.
Yeah,
obviously, we can, they can't see. We know what's in
Yeah.
the other hand of Draven. He doesn't. There is some face breakers though, so it's gonna be quite interesting to see that when they move over next turn.
Yeah, and then also, he got. I mean, with all the last turn, like it's hard to see all the lines properly and so on.
Yep. So you go to 7. So you draw again. You can equip the Ezreal. Can they equip it if they haven't got any trash?
No, not that I know of. The rebuke on Renata so that he cannot activate the.
Oh, Shen time.
Oh yeah, good job. Now you keep your hidden card.
Did forget about the Shen, to be fair.
Yeah, me too. Because I think I also forgot because in my mind, last time I did not have enough to play it, and so I was like, yeah, it's out of the question. Oh, but now it doesn't have Burrow. Oh.
You'd say you're out of runes now, so. No, it's got it. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
I think he misreckons that one, but again, 10 minutes rewind, 15-minute rewind, you're confused, you're a little bit scuffled in the head. You got to try and figure out how to play the game still. You got to remember what you did wrong and what's next gameplay. A lot of gold, we're going to make a lot of gear. We're then going to swap into an Ornn as a big bad unit. I'm just concerned that Miracle Draven might play the Thermal Beam as a side deck option, and then that basically just ruins this deck's playability with the Ornn.
Yeah, imagine a big old thermal beam coming down and eliminating all that gold now towards the end there. That would be a massive swing of things. Granted, it's still 1, so I don't even think he needs things like thermal beam to get over Renata. But you're right. To be perfectly honest, I haven't seen too much Renata in general, but I am excited to see what she brought to the table because we are in game 2. I mean, off the back of I think a 45-minute game 1. Can these guys even finish a game 2?
Sorry, what was the question?
Can we get a game 2 in, or is it going to go to Draven? Oh, throwing down a Shen, turn 1. Well, the second turn, but turn 1 for the Renata. It's a unit. I'm happy to see it. And then you see Draven come down on the side. Oof.
But not the unit that you want to see usually. You would have still liked turn 2 probably. Or maybe it's like that's more power. I don't know.
Treasure Hoard, I believe, is the battlefield for Renata. So let's get that gold going.
And Obelisk of Power for Draven is not a usual pick for the Miracle Draven. Usually you find the Tyrant pick and what's the last one again? I'm fumbling.
Reaver's Row, maybe, so you can get in and out so you're not losing battles. I suppose you don't lose your champion playing the Audacious, but I don't think he's playing Audacious, so it makes sense not to. Oh, Stupefy. Okay, so we're going to trade here. I don't see a spinning axe or longsword in the hand, so.
It's usually Minefield.
Minefield, yes. They do have a hard bargain. They can repeat it if they wanted to.
Yeah, but that leaves you really exposed to a Hidden Blade.
That's if they repeat it, they can't Hidden Blade, so. So doing it for 1, tap 2, yep, okay. And then fight or flight, okay. Is that, can I take it back, or who's fight or flighting? guess. Yes, he's got his
Oh
draw.
yeah, it was just order, like you draw first and so on.
So Draven is now at 5. Get a
Gold
gold token.
draw. Also, you denied the Renata's Legend ability by
So he's not holding anymore.
From holding, yeah.
You can just move into the other one next turn. I don't think the Draven plays sneaky deckhand. They haven't got the ruins for it anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Is that a stack deck? No, it's
No,
treasure.
that's
Okay.
treasure hunter.
And then we're hiding a card. So purple would be Fight or Flight, Switcheroo,
Timo.
Timo, Bushwhacker, I think, but you're not playing Bushwhacker, so
I mean, you play Bushwhack in this deck, but you usually don't hide it because you want it during a turn where you're going to develop 2 Battling Ram and a Raza. So
Ooh.
that
throwing down the Ornn.
okay. Completely tapped out.
That's it tapped out, but they do have 8 might on that field, and that treasure does not really going to be fighting back, so. Right, get a seal out. Go into a stack deck, okay. Ooh. Do we get the seal or do we go for the cool shot?
Cool shot
We
every
do
day.
have a, and you can see the sideboard did in, by looks of it, a mind. So, getting rid of those kill spells in the hand is going to be very good.
And we are yet to see this
Stack deck.
potential singularity in Renata's deck, but
See,
we see a
they've gotta have
mind
it, right?
there. They've got it in hand?
Ooh. So they've got to have a singularity, right? There's so many big enough units in the game where it's also included to any blue deck at the moment.
I think so.
Stack deck, okay. 3 more. Let's see what we're going to get. Anything good? Anything good? Seals, Ezreal. I think Ezreal's might be a good pick here. There we go, Ezreal. So we got a nice curve of cards as we were a bit short on lower cost units. Ezreal going straight down. Now who are we getting rid of? We're getting rid of Nocturne, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Nocturne is a dead card if it's not.
That's it, you can put it back in the deck anyway, as soon as we get last rights. Rebuke off the top though, that's pretty good. Treasure ring, get yourself another token. Back to Renata, what can we do here? So holding to 2, so it's even pieces at the moment. We do need to clear that battlefield though if possible. Pass him back or? Make yourself another gold token. Get rid of the treasure hunter. Okay, so this Ornn's getting a little bit chunky now. We're 7 might Ornn. 14 might Ornn.
Yeah.
So we have 17 might on there. Shed has tanking, so he has to be killed first.
Yeah, and shield, and now there's a hidden
hidden
card,
card.
and Renata is in a better spot. This being said, this game won't
lot faster.
probably finish, and so you have to have that 2 points difference in order for Renata to get a draw.
Well,
She
currently,
needs to retake.
so currently Renata is on the point ahead. So as long as they can keep that base, they'll be fine. The issue is obviously with fight or flights or rebukes, they will be removed from the field. And as we can see, there's at least 1 fight or flight on the field probably, as well as having the rebuke in hand. Passing back over to the Ornn, holding, get ourselves a new token. Now we have 16 might Ornns on the field.
Yeah.
So the issue here is obviously you don't want to slow play, but the Draven is in a position to. All right, and good luck,
Alright.
Draven.
Yeah, there's no way you can remove that now. This being said, it doesn't care, because if the game just goes 1-1-1-1,
Well, Draven has to start doing something because the Renata gets to 8 first.
yeah,
And it's a
but
draw.
she won't have time to. Likely.
You got 4 minutes left plus 2 turns each. I'd say that's enough if they can get to 6 points.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Also, Renata can use the champion ability, which would make that 2 points difference that she needs.
That's it. You put her out on the battlefield, onto the base this turn or next turn. Move her out the turn after. Use your spells. Go to 6 or go to 7, and then it's on to Draven. Then you just try and push it out. And obviously with the 4 gold as well, when she gets to 5, so next turn, she can just convert them into power and ruins, right? Ooh, much better.
I did check power, but now you actually don't care about losing that uncheck power, because there's no way you're using it with a board where you
Yeah.
get like a budgie and
I want
like,
Stupefy. I want that draw power.
yeah. You are removing the stupefy every day now,
Yeah. I mean, I would personally.
definitely.
That draw power is more important at this point.
And
Yep, get rid of the Stupefy.
think-
Makes sense.
I think she will develop the Renata next turn. But he's
think she will
already
too.
backing off with Draven trying to set up for a push.
Oh, it's Timo. Okay.
That's dangerous, because if he top decks Echo,
Just make sure right here. Oh, kidnaps to get the gold. He wanted to react to it first. That's what it was.
yeah.
Get a gold and then get to 2 draws. Get a 5. Get another gold.
Actually, by
Oh.
killing the Brooker, you get more might on your battlefield from the gold.
Yep.
Because
And then
every
they've got
single pawn get a...
hostile takeover in hand now, so just stick that on the battlefield and watch it go. I mean, technically, they get the Timo, right? And then convert the Timo into 6.
Yeah, that's an option. But
I think it's a good option. It's just you could do it.
yeah.
But yeah, I think the play, like we said, is get the Renata out. I think you've got enough to do it. And then just to go to 6 now. Yeah, they're trying to think. Do I have enough? They do. Obviously, you don't want to decrease the ones too much, but if you go to 6, next turn, go to 7, and then it's on to Draven.
Did draw another Hidden Blade? Yeah.
He did. Draven can't clear the board, so I'd probably put the hostile takeover on the Orn board. Oh, and an Echo. Hidden Blade.
Oh, that's... Yeah, but that's...
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. He could have conquered the other battlefield with the Echo. That would have been a decent choice also. Oh, well, there's another one.
Go, go, go.
3, 4. Okay, so we are now in... So that's turn
Turn
0.
Mhm.
And from there, there
Echo
will
again.
be 3 turns.
So, yeah, if you want to play Renata, guys, get yourself some Echoes. Maybe a Time Warp.
Back, Repeat is wishing for the time warp so bad. I love the animation, honestly. I love all those
Nice.
things where they put so much in the prod.
I do like the fact that they've done the animation. Some of it is from League itself, and I think some of it is from Runeterra. So, use the assets you got, and we found the time warp.
And we find a time warp. Oh my god, that's so
Do we have
good.
the runes for the question?
That's like 6, 7, 8. He won already. Can win this turn. Right? Oh no. Wait. Maybe
I think you gave it to him.
Yeah. So that's there will be 1-1, and from there we've
You
got a
can't do the
Renata in like 3 win
tie, yeah.
and 1 draw, which is really good.